Hey friends, Red Jen again. I want to show you one of the simplest things you can do to invest in your own health. And it's free practically. I want you to save your vegetable scraps throughout the week. And you can save them in, I have this you want a bag that's loose. This had potatoes in it at some point, so it kind of has a little netting on it. But you know, a plastic bag is fine. You can put them in a Tupperware, just leave it a little bit loose, or the lid ajar. Save your vegetable scraps to make your own vegetable stock. You can even use it, add bones, and make it into a vegetable bone broth. So let's see what we have here. I have dandelion greens from the other night. It's springtime here. I have some of my carrot tops. I used the greens for my pesto, but those are the stemmy parts, I should say. There's more dandelion stems. Then I have some little carrot pieces. What else is in here? Oh, organic romaine. We made a salad, so I have that. A little butt of that. More onion skins, celery tops. Wow, that's a lot. And then we just made slaw, so I have all my beautiful red onion skins. I have cilantro stems, some errant snap peas that ran away, a little more carrot, the outer leaves from our Napa cabbage, right? So you just stuff your vegetable scraps in the pot, then cover with water. I have the filtered water from my fridge in here. Now I probably need more than this, but just so you get the idea. Cover with water. I'm usually going to add about a teaspoon of salt. You could totally do it no salt, which is fine, and then season it when you need it. I'm going to put this on high heat with the lid. Bring it to a boil. And once it's boiling, turn the heat down low and just let it simmer for a couple hours. You could do it in a crock pot if you're worried about it. I tend to leave it on overnight, and if I have bones in there, then I leave it for a day or two. But if you do leave it longer than a couple hours, you just need to check and keep adding more water. And the longer it sits and cooks, the more electrolytes and phytonutrients you're going to pull out of all those vegetable scraps. Also, what makes it so beautiful is really the skins from the onions make it this really nice dark, it almost looks like a beef broth, especially if you put in like some radicchio leaves, some red onion skins. It is so beautiful and so nourishing. And then you can use that to cook your rice, to cook quinoa. You can sip on it, add some sesame oil and sip on it throughout the day. Sometimes while I have it going, I'll just literally ladle some out of there, put it in a mug, add some salt and sesame oil and sip on that as like an afternoon snack. I know it sounds so strange, but it's just a really inexpensive way for you to add a lot more nutrition, to help lubricate your digestive system, to help hydrate yourself, and give yourself some extra minerals and extra nutrition without having to spend the extra money. And just so you know, some stores sell organic vegetable broth for upwards of $4 a quart. And here you're just saving your scraps and you're gonna make it for free. Now, once it's done, what you do need is a big bowl and a big colander. I like stainless steel because it's heat proof. If you have plastic, just let your stock cool before you strain it. You're gonna pour your stock in here and just let the stock sit. Remove this. This would be great for the compost bin, right? All the scraps that are left. And then you slowly pour your stock off into mason jars. If you do that, you let it sit before you pour it, and you pour it slowly. There's no reason to have to filter it with a cheesecloth or anything, because any sediment you'll see it sitting behind in the bowl, and you just pour slowly into your wide mouth mason jar or an old juice jar, and you'll have your own stock. So I hope that you will save your scraps and take a lot of passive time, but a very little bit of active time to learn how to nourish yourself with your own homemade stock. Thank you for taking the time to invest in your health.